Hey, what's up YouTube? Check this out. So I've got this going on. Still got a lot of work to go yet. I don't know if I get another video posted before Friday on this. However, I figure what I do is quote unquote filler is kind of let y'all in on some of the products that I use. This is my lightweight body filler you hear me talking a lot about. It's a USC 15310 special light, yada yada yada. Anyways, this is really good stuff, and I mean the price is extremely good for the whole gallon. You can't beat it. It comes with this blue cream hardener right here, and I like the blue. I've noticed actual Bondo brand has switched up to blue for their body filler. I don't know, I've always been a big fan of the blue. With this, it starts out white, and with the blue it turns into like this light kind of a sky blue color. That's the shade you're looking for. I'll show you how I mix mine. I also, in my, everything's dusty in here, but anyways, this Duraglass, this is some really good stuff. This right here, same company, 24035 Duraglass. This is the stuff, I'm telling you. It's got the fiberglass hair reinforcement in it. It's super fine strands, so it's not super hard to deal with at all. It goes on, I don't know if you remember in some of the last videos, but this darker green that was on here before, that's what that was. And all that was to try to smooth everything up. But it's reinforced with fiberglass, so it's, you know, I mean, I could have done that with fiberglass, but it being on a flat surface this way, everything vertically pulling downward, you want a putty so that it actually sticks real good. Fiberglass resin that I use right here, boom. This is just Bondo brand. It's decent stuff. You better shop around though, because some places are charging an arm and a leg for that stuff. I remember back when you could get that gallon for like 35 bucks, but you know, I know everything goes up in price. Some people want upwards 80 bucks for that stuff nowadays. A lot of times I use a denatured alcohol to clean up with. My favorite thing to clean with is lacquer thinner. I buy that by the gallon because the more you buy, the more you save. It's just cheaper that way. I also not only use this for cleaning, but I'll add a little bit to my filler here to thin it out. If I'm doing like how I'm about to do over here, some of my final skim coats, I want them to be super thinned out so that there's virtually no pinholes. The lacquer thinner I found when you add it to your filler causes like almost zero pinholes, and that's really what you want for that final coat. That way as you're sanding, you're not going to get like little teeny tiny baby pinholes. However, if you do, this is spot glazing putty. Now this, again, Bondo brand, that's not too bad. Just shop around. Some people want $2 and $3 more for just this little tube than other people. So, you know, do your research. Hit the different Walmarts, hit the different Lowe's, hit the different Home Depots, whatever. Auto parts stores, they sell all that stuff. Sanding paper, let's face it, sandpaper is sandpaper. However, between stick-on and this is Velcro sanders, it just, you stick it and it's like Velcro and whoosh, rip it off. Anyways, you get it. What else can I point out? Yeah. So it's a mixing palette. With this mixing palette, I'm able to mix, and I can clean it off, mix, and just reuse. It's like some thin sheet of aluminum. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't make this. I bought this at Harbor Freight. I will try to post in the comments links to everything. I'm not getting paid for none of this. I'm just trying to share some information with y'all. So, you know, if you're doing this at home or you're picking up a little project, whatever, you can go from there. Spreaders. You can get these just about anywhere. I think these actually came from Lowe's. Those red colored ones, those are actually Bondo brand. Again, on that, spreaders are spreaders. However, sometimes you can take a used spreader, modify it. I cut this one down to fit in little hard to get places. Really shape that out. That's what I did for the other side to get it so finalized. It's a lot better than using your fingers because this stuff don't like to come off of hands too well. Plus, it's probably not too good to be cleaning up bare hands with lacquer thinner because chemicals absorbed in the body, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, whatever. So like I was talking about on this, I know I've showed it in a few videos before where I mix this stuff up, but let me see if I can get some detailed footage of me actually mixing this for y'all, and we'll go from there. All right, here we go. Now, when I told you I like to thin this out, do not, and I repeat, do not put this in it yet. It will start to work and start to do its job setting up. Just a little bit at a time. A little bit goes a long ways. If you feel like you need more, you can add a little more later. But what I do is I start kneading this in, getting it in there. Let's mix it up. You can see how it's already trying to thin it out. See how this lacquer thinner is turning gray? It's literally washing the particles. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I don't claim to be a chemist or nothing, but y'all get what I'm saying. But you see how that's laying out already? It's like self-leveling almost. Look at that. Boom. I mean, we're talking like, it went from like soft serve ice cream to frozen yogurt. So here we go. Let's get this kneaded up. I'll quit wasting y'all's time. I mean, that's all right. I think what I'm doing, I'm going to want it just a little thinner. So this time what I'm doing, I'm going to kind of spread it flat, put me a pocket in there. And in that pocket, pour me just that little bit. Boom. Look at that. Yeah, oh yeah. And I know it looks messy, but I've already said it before. This kind of work is messy and it gets real messy, and if you can't deal with that, then I don't know what to tell you. It just comes with the job. It's a part of it. Oh no. Oh no. Let's go a little thinner than that. And as far as this goes, I mean, there's no set thinness. You just kind of, you know from doing about how thin you want something, how thick you want something. I will say this, if you get it too thin, it won't stay on the car. It will literally just run right off. So now that I got that looking about right, finish mixing this up, finish getting it in there. I always take and I scrape my edges. Boom, boom, look at that. Now, there's no set measurement for this other than manufacturers recommend a puddle size like that. You just want a line through it. If it was any thicker than that, you might put a little extra. You really can't overdo it. You can definitely underdo it. If you overdo it, it just means it's going to set up quicker. And you don't want to mix more than you got time to play with. You will learn that as you go. Because if that happens, then you've wasted a ton of product. And again, this stuff's better priced than the other guys, but you still don't want to waste money. But I mean, it's so thin that I'm flinging it all over the place, trying to be quick about this. But no big deal. Scrape it. Scrape it off of there. Look, look, look. Still getting some dark blue in there. We don't want that. Let's mix this up good. Let's quit playing with it. Let's mix it. Look, boom, boom, boom. Still getting a little dark blue right there. Okay, now keep in mind, the more you mess with this, the less time you got to work with it on the car. Okay, let me see if I can try to attempt to do this one-handed, but we're at that point. It's not hard yet, but it's not leaving nothing on my fingers neither. That's usually about when you want to start to come at it. Like right here, I will trim this down, and this part takes practice. I don't claim to be a pro at it, but you just kind of skim it. Let me see if I can. Again, it's kind of hard one-handed. I usually use two hands to keep the other one steady, but boom, just like that. Did you see that? Do this one. Skim it. Okay. See? And it's not an exact science. You just want to knock some of that. You know that's not supposed to be that tall. Knock some of that down. That'll help you in your sanding. Again, we're just going to knock some of it down. Boom, boom, boom. Don't go too deep. Don't go too deep. Starting to go a little deep. Okay. Here we go. Knocking it down. There we go. Try to get it down there. Come on. Work with me. There we go. Yeah, if you go too deep, you're going to go into what you're trying to keep. And you'll have a gash in it. You'll definitely have to refill that. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. I got a lot of work to go on this still yet. I know. But, anything I can do to help myself out when it comes time sanding, then I don't got to work so hard sanding the stuff that I know don't belong there anyways. Look at that. I mean, it's like cutting cheese or something. Okay. Knock some of that high down. I'm not going to lie, when it's in a real hard to get area like that, real goopy globby, it is what it is. You just kind of work with it, however. But, like I said, places you know it's not supposed to be that tall. See, look, I just lost it. But places you know it's not supposed to be that tall, go ahead and knock it down there. You're not going to hurt nothing. And you really can't mess this part up neither, because guess what? You can always add more if you need to. But I know that's supposed to be a little cleaner, so I'm going to clean that out. Did you see that? Boom. Come in here, knock some of this out. Just knock it out of there. It don't belong there. Here as well, where I got a little messy. Get it off of there. Look at that. Look. Take it on off. Not too bad. Look. Yep. But I hope that helps y'all. It's just a little technique that I've picked up just from doing this stuff a bunch. And this is the little meticulous stuff. I mean, it's what really makes it take a long time, but look at that. Boom. We're good. I'm going to leave that alone for now. I lied. I'm going to knock that off. Okay. Dang. Okay, now I'm going to leave that. Oh, nope, lied again. Flatten it out. See, there's a hole there. I already know that I probably got this a little too much, but I can knock it down with my sanding paper. Again, it's not an exact science. You kind of learn as you go. You kind of do. Just kind of feel for it, you know. Let the bodywork talk to you. It's an art form. This is art. We're sculpting. We're like Michelangelo or whoever. Anyway, but yeah, just have fun with it. I really hope this inspired somebody. Get out there and make something, you know. Have fun with it. Alright, here we go. Check this out. So again, as promised, I was going to sand that off, kind of show you what I'm working with. I feel really good about everything up in here. This whole top section I feel really good about. Got all this I feel good about. All in here, I'm going to have to fine tune some of this. I'm not worried about that yet. Again, I'm addressing sections at a time. This down here feels really good in that scallop. Got my lip feeling really good. Got my bevel. Might work a little more on my bevel there. I got a lot to do there still yet. Feel really good about all this on this side. It's coming along nice and flat on the bottom. I got to still shape it up just a hair. Got a lot of work to do there. That goes without saying. However, right here where I've been focusing on this body line, this is looking really good. I got some fine tuning to do still yet. And what I mean by that is, like the other side, it just kind of swoops out of here. I'm gonna do the same thing here, come up in here, nice little shape. Be some, again, that's gonna be like really fine tuning. If I remember right, I think I spent the most time on this and in this area. On the other side, coming on down, everything's feeling good. Again, I will be coming back. Got a little spot there. I don't know if you can pick it up. Boom, boom. Right there. Swoop, swoop. That's how I'm going to do with my body fill. I'm just kind of, that way when I'm sanding, I kind of do that same motion, and I'm just feathering it on down, feathering it down. Anyways, from there, it's looking really good. And like I said before, I will post some before and after photos. Again, before, after, just like that. Big difference. And again, the more I do to it, the better it gets. I mean, 2 weeks ago, I wasn't even this far along. Here I am now. Boom. And it's really starting to look like something, you know? I mean, I'm happy with it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. She's getting there. Jeez. Man, real quick. Man, look how wide. Oof. She's gonna be thick. But yeah. That's it. Again, you saw, oh, I mean, you didn't see me apply it, but that part's straightforward. You know what I mean? And again, leave a comment below. If you feel like I need to show me applying this stuff, whatever. I mean, a lot of this is straightforward. Some of y'all have already done a little bit of this, enough to know a little bit about what you're doing. I'm just trying to show what I do. Maybe it might help you, maybe it won't, whatever. But, you know, sharing tips and tricks, maybe to help with it. So, first thing I want to do is say I'm really sorry if my hair's a mess. I've been working a lot here lately, like really hard. Between this, a little bit of maintenance on my truck, yada yada yada. That's all beside the point. I'm not making excuses. What I do want to say is I want to apologize if this video wasn't exactly what everybody was hoping for. A lot of what I still got to do on here, and as much as I've been working, I figured I wouldn't get nothing too crazy out for y'all. I just want to say that I really hope that this helps everybody. Again, I will post links in the description below of all the brands that I spoke about in this video. Some of the materials that I'm using. Any of that, anything I think will help you. Just feel free to leave a comment. Any kind of questions you might have down below, please. I will do my best to answer every single one of them. Other than that, again, I really hope this inspires y'all, and go out there and have some fun. Until next time, see ya.